Hello everybody, this is kuramasgurl018, and this is going to be my thoughts and recap for Fairy Tail episode 154. Oh boy, got 21 episodes left, guys, before I'm done with the original Fairy Tail, not counting the episodes I've already seen. Yeah, everybody essentially is mourning the loss of 3 months that they didn't get to spend training, and while they're mourning that, I think a bird pops up and leaves them a message telling them to go to a certain area later in the day, and when they do, there is a broken bridge there, and it's magically fixed, or if you want to spoil things, brought back in time. I had to think about that one for a second on how to word it. Anyway, they cross it, and they end up running into 3 people. These 3 people are very familiar to them. One especially to Urza, one kind of familiar to Gray, and one to Juvia. Wait, was Juvia there? Yeah, Juvia was there, yeah. Okay, for a second I blanked on whether Juvia had been there, but then I remember she was at the party talking with Aquarius. But yeah, they are Jalal, Meredy, however you pronounce her name, and Ultir. They apparently formed a guild that takes out other dark guilds, which is great. Anyway, they offered to help the group since they weren't able to get their training done in the 3 months, so they're going to be at a disadvantage. Apparently, every wizard has a small, like a reserve of magic that they can't access normally, called the Second Origin. I don't know how any study could have possibly detected it, but whatever. Anyway, Ultir's going to use her magic to give them access to their Second Origin, plus give them a boost. However, this whole process is extremely painful, as we see when Natsu goes through it, and then everybody starts going through it. But surprisingly, Urza does not feel any pain, apparently. So Ultir kind of speculates that she's always had access to her Second Origin, which makes sense. However, before all that bit popped up, they actually asked Urza and the others to investigate something at the Grand Magic Games. Apparently, they have felt a very dark presence there, a dark magic there at times, and they want to see if it's there this time, and if it is, if it's, we're connected to Zeref. Oh boy. Sorry for a second, I thought I heard someone yelling. Anyway. Yeah. Urza ends up talking with Jalal later, and ends up telling him that if he wants to atone for all that he's done in life, he needs to essentially to live and do what he can to atone, because if he's dead, he's not going to be able to atone for anything. And she ends up slapping him when she says this, and they end up slipping and rolling down a hill. And this is where I think it's getting a little interesting, where they start talking and they almost end up kissing. However, Jalal breaks the mood by saying that he can't because he's got a fiance. Obviously, Urza gets a little flustered at that, and essentially tells him, if she makes you happy, then live for her. However, later we find out that there is no fiance, and that he essentially made that up because he doesn't want to get close to Urza, because he's afraid of, hurting her again. Oh, how I wish those two would get together. That would be amazing. That'd be one of my favorite couples, to be completely honest. Or is it a possible Natsu and Lucy? Because between you and me with that from, what episode was it? I think it was possibly the episode where Lucy thought Natsu had a crush on her. Starting from there onward, we can see Lucy starting to have feelings for Natsu. Or crushing on Natsu, at the very least. So yeah, it's a very big possibility that those two could possibly get together. Anyway, yeah. That's what ends up happening for this episode, because they don't get back until the next episode. So essentially everybody there gets their second origin unlocked, plus they get a power boost. So they are ready for the Grand Magic Games. Though I wonder if they would have been stronger had they actually gotten to do their training, or if they're stronger now than they would have been. I don't know. We'll never know. Anyway, I actually love this because we got to see a possible Jalal and Urza shipping. Though sadly that was thwarted because Jalal is afraid of hurting Urza, so he lied. Though we know that Urza does like him because obviously she tried to kiss him. Because why would you try and kiss somebody you don't like, you know? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the reaction, and I will see you all next time.